Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 5, Episode 12. It is Wednesday morning, and we are off. Time to go, time to make money. And honestly, I wish I could say I was excited about it, but I'm kind of not excited about it. I'm pretty tired. I was up late last night, and then up early this morning, and just didn't get a lot of good sleep last night. Yesterday I did play some online stuff. I just didn't want to reopen up all the episode and all that and record while everybody is sleeping and all that, so I just ended the episode and moved on. But I did make a little bit of money, not much, but you know, it's a good exercise for me to keep on doing things, to make just a little here, a little there, anytime that I can. So I was like $50 or $60, so it wasn't anything really that big a deal, but money is money, so you know, it'll go on our chart, and we're moving on. This morning it's a little bit warmer than it's been lately. It's a cloudy day. The roads are semi-wet, so you know, not perfect or anything, but it looks like the outlook for the day is not going to be bad until afternoon. Then it's going to get bad. Right now it's 41 degrees outside, feels like 38 degrees, and possible, most likely have storms, big storms on our way home between 3 and 6 p.m. tonight, so we'll be careful on those. Yesterday, work, you know, I was delayed a little bit at work, and you know, you can get pretty upset about that because I have a schedule and I want to make money and blah, blah, blah. I want to do this stuff and I'm used to it this way. But look what happened. I ended up getting a nice jackpot and having a good day because I was delayed. Otherwise, I would have been out of the casino by that time, and that would have never happened. So you never know what's going to happen. One reason I was up late, and one thing that's been on my mind is silver is on fire, man. I think I was just reporting to you yesterday that it hit 85. It just hit 92. And that means those options I have are going to just zoom up today. And I'm trying to think, I have never really, I've either held an option till it was time to exercise it, or I've sold it very early. But now I'm thinking, am I really doing the right thing holding these like this? Should I roll them over to a higher priced one so I have bigger potential to make a bigger percentage? The thing that would hold me back, at this point, they're way in the money, so I'm not worried about that. The thing that's holding me back is getting a good price when I sell them, because if there isn't a lot of interest, then the spread could be pretty big the day I want to sell them, and I may miss out on some money. Otherwise, I would have to move money into the account to exercise them. Now, this could get a little bit insane because the prices are so high now, and I have so much. I would need, even at today's prices, I'd need over $100,000 to exercise these options. So do I really want to go that far? So if anybody knows about options like this, one of them is an option at $68, one's at $74, and currently the value is already at $87 for this stock, which is a silver trust. And you know, I can see it doubling between now and then. How do you do that? Or do you let the bank exercise the options, quote, hopefully exercise them, because if it's a large amount of money, they've told me before they may not exercise them. So anyway, if you have any input on that, it would be helpful. Other than that, we're just heading out for the day. It's going to be a long drive. Today is Wednesday. The last time I put gas in the car was Sunday night into Monday morning when I was on my way home. I guess it was Monday morning. So made it a long way here, and I still have 100 miles worth of fuel left. So we will fill up between our first and second casino today. Between now and our first casino. So that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back. I am about 65 miles from my first stop I stopped for fuel a little while ago, and for fuel from Sunday night, all day Monday, all day Tuesday, and the morning Wednesday, cost me $21 with this car. You gotta love it. So anyway, I wanted to talk real quick here about what's going on with silver, and this goes way beyond silver, so just listen for a minute. Silver hit 91 and change today, maybe even $92. Yesterday, before trading started, the Commodities Exchange Commission, CME Group, the CME, raised how much money you needed to have in your account to hold futures contracts. So earlier on, I believe it was at $20,000 per contract. Then they made it $25,000. Then they made it $32,500. All right, and each time the price of silver went down, which is the point of doing it, they're trying to crash the price of silver. The first time it went down for 2 weeks, the second time for 9 days, the third time for 3 days, the fourth time for less than a day, and then yesterday, right before market opened, they changed it to a percentage basis, so 9% of your holdings, right? So let's say silver is $100 an ounce, just to make it easy to do the math. $100 an ounce, one contract is 5,000 ounces for futures, all right? That's $500,000. They want you to have 9% of 500,000, which is 45,000. Well, Monday, it was only 32,500. And when do you need to have the money in your account? Immediately. So if you don't have it immediately, they're going to sell what you have to produce the money that you need in the account. So if you look at yesterday's chart, you'll see that it was at like 89, almost like 89 and change, and it dropped to like 87 even, almost instantly after they had released that news. And they thought that they were doing the right thing, and it's going to get the price down, and it'll create an artificial ceiling, because eventually you're going to get to the point where as the price goes up, people are going to run out of money, and it's going to cause selling, which is going to cause panic, which is going to cause more selling. Well, that didn't happen. Within an hour, the price was back up to where it was before, and now they're pretty much out of ideas. They're thinking about making it 12 or 15%, but this is based on how much cash you have in the account. So for regular margin trading, if your futures trade is in the money, if it's in the green and it continues to go up, then you have more and more margin available because you have more equity in it. But if the price goes down, you have less and less equity, and you may need to supplement it. In this case, as your profit increases, your unrealized gain increases, they're not counting the increase in the value. You have to actually put more money in your account. So basically what they're saying is, as you have more unrealized gains, you'll have to put more and more money into your account, or they will liquidate your position. And like a $10 move eventually, which is going to happen, could mean tens of millions of dollars that need to be put into accounts immediately or get liquidated. And this is a very serious threat, especially to smaller time people, people like that might own a coin shop, and they just want to hedge their bets, because coin shops don't want to make money off the price of silver. They want to make a percentage off the sale, or just a premium, $1 or $2 per ounce, and that's how they want to live. They don't want to take the risk that the market might go down. So they have whatever 200,000 ounces in their store, and the price goes down by $1. They don't want to lose $200,000, so they do shorts in case it goes down. Well, with what the banks were doing manipulating it, shorts became harder and harder to do. And now with what they're doing, it's just creating chaos everywhere in the market. So, but the good news is the market is still going up. If you look at Shanghai today, it closed at 101.80, I think, almost $102. And that's where, I mean, a week ago, Shanghai was at 82 and we were at 72. Now they're at 102, we're at 92. So there's a lot of momentum still coming. And I would think that unless I start seeing people lined up at coin shops to buy silver, and maybe 40 or 50 million ounces a day exchanging hands, I think we still have room to move up. It's not until the mainstream is selling things and doing whatever they can to get it that it's going to top off. But I think we have a long way to run right now. And I woke up to, well, not woke up, as I was driving and I saw the markets open, I was ahead another $5,500 this morning on the moves that it made. Now, I only invested like $10,000. And I'm up like, I don't know, 14 maybe, 15,000 right now. So that's quite a move for like 2 weeks or less. So, yeah, at this point, I'm going to let it ride. So anyway, about an hour away, like I said, from our first stop, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit here. Still walking around here. Got here a little bit ago, probably been here about an hour or so. First thing, I found 2 different machines I wanted to play. Sat down. First one I won like 176 in like 2 minutes. And then second one I won another 102 within probably 50 spins or so. And that was at $3 a spin. So right now we're sitting on a profit of like 278. Then went to play blackjack and immediately was winning hands. But then as soon as I got there, one of our nemesi, or whatever you call it, came to the table and he was going to be putting me in. I said, you don't even have to bother. I mean, it was already negative count. I'm leaving. And I left the table after, actually I was there for, I don't know, 15 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, and I left the table ahead 500, so there's another 500, so that's like plus 7, whatever I said, 78, and see a friend of mine stalking a guy right now for his machine, and I'll come back and talk to him. He's on the phone, and I'll just check these over here and then get back to what we were doing. So that's what's happening right now. Been here less than an hour and having some good variance so far, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back and just leaving this casino. Cars coming by behind me. It's a little alarm letting me know. Come on. Wow, it's a lot of cars coming. Anyway, go in here, and I think I already told you, had a quick $500 hit on the blackjack and got up when that guy got there, and then it was actually negative count anyway. And then I had another session of blackjack, and that one was pretty short also because the count was so far negative, there was no way it was going to pull out of that one. That one I only made $125 on, and then I did play some slots, and originally made a quick jump up and then lost a little bit on my way out, and ended the slot session ahead $241. So plus 241 on the slots. Interesting, part of that 241 was a $6 voucher I found, and I handed it to a pit boss, and he handed it back to me. He said, just keep it. So I'm like, okay, I'm on camera as handing it to you. So it was right in front of the table games, and I'm not going to just take it when it's right there where everyone can see it. So so where are we at here? 625, 78, 66, $866. So right now we're going to move on to another place where I was previously banned, and it appears like I'm not banned from slots. I have not attempted to sit at the tables yet. We're going to attempt to play some slots there right now. And then I just talked to a guy, and I'm supposed to meet him 4 hours from here. So that's going to be a real pain. I'm going to go to the next casino and probably just spend a half hour in there. And then we'll go grab some food. Then we'll drive the 4 hours, take care of some business with them. And then we'll figure out what to do from there. But right now, temperature is falling, but it's not that cold, but yet for some reason it's snowing. So well, I guess my car hasn't adjusted. Looks like it is 32, and it feels like 22 degrees outside, and it's snowing. And there is a weather advisory, and snow is expected to continue throughout the day and up to an inch in the next 6 hours. So that's not good. So we want to get out of here. So let's go hit this casino, make a few bucks, and then we'll move on. So I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and that was okay. Not really much going on in there. I found one play and played that one through. Otherwise, it was pretty dead in there. Parking situation is horrendous right now too, because they're doing some repairs and a lot of areas are blocked off, but still ended up doing all right. I was in there for maybe 35 or 40 minutes and ended up leaving ahead $126 plus 126 even. And we are going to continue on here. Let's go get some food. I got a little bit of a headache. I got some protein shakes and stuff in here too. I had my electrolytes earlier, but we'll grab some good stuff, and then we have a long drive. So yeah, that's what's going on right now, plus 126, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I am back and dealing with a lot of traffic right now, just getting out of this place, and did not go great. All the Advantage Play combined equaled $6. There you go. That's right off the bat, tell you $6. Now I did do some other stuff too, so that has value as well. So it wasn't a wasted trip, but it was a long drive for that. And must have been a lot of freezing rain while I was in there. Looks like the sensors in front of the car are frozen, and I went out there and knocked some ice off them, but it still says that there's something in the way, so I'll clean that later on. But yeah, overall there was a giveaway in there. There were a lot of other people checking stuff in there, not really a lot of potential. And this other stuff that I'm doing right now is okay, but honestly, I might be happier when it's over and the opportunity is gone, because I think I'm actually giving up more value than I'm getting out of it, so it may not really be worth it for me. So we will see. But right now, I'm going to get on the highway here and figure out what to do next. I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back. Let's do some segments. It is still snowing. It's been snowing for a few hours. Not really any accumulation, but it's been pretty rough driving. I've had a headache the last 6 or 8 hours as well, so trying to get hydrated some more tonight and hopefully feel better for tomorrow's trip. What did you eat today, MW? I actually went to the store and they had some homemade chicken breast. It was a big container of it, probably around 1.5 pounds of chicken breast, and I had that. That was pretty good. Had some just peanuts and stuff like that in the car, nothing special, and that was pretty much it. I'd give that chicken probably a 9 on a scale of 2 through 8. It was pretty good, but there was a lot and it wasn't that tasty. It was just okay. It was good. And what did you tip today, MW? Well, I had 2 sessions of blackjack and made money on both of them, so I tipped $0. And what did you learn today, MW? Well, I guess just traveling 4 hours and then traveling 4 more hours and then traveling home is kind of getting old. So we're going to try to cut our trips down to maybe an 8-hour round trip or less, hopefully less. But doing 10 or 12 or longer hours in a day is a little too much. Getting home dark, leaving when it's dark, and all that. So we're going to try to do our best to improve on that. But overall today I made like almost 1,000, like $990 something. So we're feeling good about that, and we're going to try to build on it tomorrow. If you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.